Right, good morning. This is the beginning of Santa Pod Street Weekend. I've literally just got in the car. I'm just going to pick a mate of mine, Joel, up, who's coming with me as my support for the weekend. As you can see, we're driving the 205 down. I don't know if you can see back there, but we are literally packed full of stuff. You can take trailers down to this event, or you can take support vehicles and stuff like that, but for this weekend we have chosen to drive the whole event. So we're driving 150 mile down there. Then over the space of the next few days, we've got 600 miles, 6 checkpoints, 4 tracks, because we're doing Santa Pod twice, over the space of 4 days. So this is going to be an epic challenge for the little 205. Right, let's go pick Joel up, get some breakfast, and we need to get on our way down to Santa Pod. Absolutely on her arse. Does look well though. When you see it sat that low, looks fat.
So comfortable. So comfortable.
All the mod cons. All the mod cons for doing a, what?
Nearly 800 miles.
800 mile journey. Right. Let's get some brekkie. Right, so that's it. Brekkie done. Route planned. We are about to set off. Sat nav says it's nearly 3 hours down to Santa Pod. We're going to jump on the M6 toll to avoid the M6. And yeah, hopefully we have a smooth ride. Let's go.
4 blues by the front door, but 2 ain't there anymore. And now I'm a shadow, baby, I'm a one I can
Joel's having a mare with a window. Oh no. Oh. Is that it?
It's not staying up there.
First disaster of the day. Joel, what's happened to your pants, mate?
The first 2 hours.
The joys of an old 80s cabriolet. So that is us back on the road to the first checkpoint, which is the National Motorbike Museum in Solihull. They've called it off down here at Santapod for the first run just because of the rain, even though it is getting brighter now. But we all know what they're like down at Santapod for track conditions, which is fair enough. I guess safety's got to come first. And yeah, so they've called it off and we're now heading to the first checkpoint with a wet bum. And a taped up window. Right, so we've had to pull over into Tamworth Services because we've got an issue with the old girl. It's been making a noise which has been getting progressively worse over the last few miles, and we've just pulled into the services, and it's one of the alternator belt pulleys, so it's absolutely disintegrated. Luckily there's a Euro car parts 3 miles away, did it say?
Yeah, not even that, yeah.
So we're going to go over there now and just see if they've got the part that hopefully will get us back on the road. So look at the state of that. Oh, to be fair, that has been on there since as long as I've had the car. And then luckily, they've had one in stock. So, oh, isn't she the poshest little pulley you ever did see? He had me worried for a second. In there, yeah, he did. Because he was like, I said, the internet's showing you've got one of these in stock. And do you know what he said? The internet lies.
It's just wrong.
No, literally. He said, the internet lies.
I thought we were in trouble when he asked for a reg if he can't figure out 2 litre Civic.
Oh, look at that. Right. I'm going to bin. Quiet as a mouse. It is, isn't it?
Ben in the back.
Ben in the back. It is just absolutely mental.
Okay. It's quite lively, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think this must be enormously noisy when it starts.
Yeah. I can see the Opal petrol station.
That is so cool. Wheels on the back. These things have been driving up and down. These things have been driving up and down the M6 and the M1 as well. Absolutely love it. Turbo on this thing is absolutely huge. That's really cool. You alright, mate? Don't worry. Thanks.
That's exactly what we said.
We come sort of M1, M180, that sort of way.
We've already motorways. Right.
Very cool. Love that.
It's actually look big as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. You're going to be the bestest bacon butter you ever did see.
What's your plan when you've done this one? Are you going to come back here on or the gear again? You don't think it's right. I'll suggest
Bet this Supra shifts.
Second car, what we've seen running down at Santa Pod in the front wheel drive class. No, that's certainly four-wheel drive. Being concrete already. That Adam Cooper, local to me in Blackpool. Wait the stage. Here in Elgin. With Chevrolet Richard Ellis with a little Peugeot 205. Rep on the back of that Cadillac is about to take a brick crack on the fourth round. Not in it at all at 73 miles an hour. It'll be coming back round for another run, I imagine. Aimed at 67 Camaro. Lovely looking car.
So that's it, that is York Raceway done. Did 3 runs, 1/8 of a mile. Happy enough, a lot of wheel spin as predicted, but did my best on an unprepped surface. So now we are heading over to our next checkpoint, need to get some fuel. Heading over to our next checkpoint. We've got 2 checkpoints that we now need to hit before we land at Melbourne Raceway, where we'll set up then again for the night. I think there's a band and a bar there tonight, so that should be good. And then we've got a bit of racing again to do tomorrow before the long trip back down to Santa Pod. So far, been a good weekend, I've enjoyed it. So that is our first checkpoint of today done, Sutton Bank. We're now off to American Diner, which is Billy Bob's, and that is 45 miles away, an hour and 18 minutes. We need to find a fuel station, top up the fuel, and then yeah, we're gonna get some grub there and then head down to Melbourne Raceway, which is where we finish the night. Oosh, I like the look of that picture. This place is pretty cool. Look at that hell of a play area for the kiddos.
Cornbread. Cornbread, that is.
Too many doors here.
Yeah. I'll meet you outside, yeah? So that was check-in at Billy Bob's. Done. I am absolutely stuffed after that meal, but what a place. If ever you're in this area, look it up, Billy Bob's. Great place to come for some grub. That was, yeah, really smart in there, all American themed. Loads for the kids to do. Really like that place. Right, back on the road now, over to Melbourne Raceway. All the cars are starting to roll out of here now, so we're going to get on the road, get over to Melbourne, get our tent set up, and it's live band then, so that should be good. Right, let's get on the road. Yeah, so as you can see, we've got a bit of a nightmare on our hands. We were just leaving Billy Bob's and I stuck my foot down, and first I thought it was wheel spinning, and then I realised that the clutch was slipping. Not great. So we've gone an hour and a half down out of our way, and then it's going to be an hour and a half back again to Melbourne to a good friend of mine, Lewis, who, fair play to him, has got in his car and he's gone up to Preston to pick me up a clutch. So we're just in the middle of taking the 205 apart to put a clutch in it. And it is, what time is it?
9:30 now.
9:30. Yeah, it's going to be a late night. But we will be back to race again at Melbourne tomorrow without a slipping clutch, because if this has just gone, that's obviously been slipping
I don't
today.
think it was wheel spinning before.
Huh?
I don't think it was wheel spinning before. I think it was a clutch spinning.
Yeah, definitely. So we should get some better times out of this tomorrow with a fresh clutch in it. We need to just crack on and get this box off before it gets too late. Right, there we go. What time is it, Joel?
11 o'clock.
So 11 o'clock, and we have got box out this flywheel. Luckily we've got a flywheel on its way as well. If you can see that. That is the lip on there. Unbelievable. And then that is one absolutely shot clutch.
And the new flywheel should be lighter flywheel.
Huh?
New flywheel's lighter.
New flywheel is lightened, yeah. So one very in bits. 205. Lewis is about an hour away, so no less than that now, half an hour away, about half an hour away. So as soon as he gets back, we can fire this back together and then go. We've booked a hotel just a mile away.
Not even that, we could walk
Yeah,
there.
so it saves us putting the tent and stuff like that up tonight. We can have a good clean up, a good night's sleep, and get back on the road in the morning. Ugh. Right, so Lewis has just got back with some very nice, tasty bits for me here. We've got this competition forged steel flywheel, brand new paddle clutch as well, some genuine OEM Honda bolts, and a new clutch release bearing as well. So we're going to crack on and we're going to get all this installed onto the car, and then we should be good to go. So that's it. That's us. Joel's got really wet feet. That's us back. Well, I say back, just checked into the travel lodge. Look at the state of me. Oh my God. It is 20 to 4 in the morning. Clutch is done. Car is back running again. We've got to put the grill in the morning and fill the charge cooler system up with water. Just because we were taking Lewis's ramp up, which is in his back garden, and he was staying up and waiting for us. It is raining outside. We've been working outside on the ramp. I am cold. I am wet. I am tired. Just want to go to bed. So Joel's in the shower. I'm going to go in the shower once he gets out. And we'll see you in the morning.
Story with the TBR Griffin. about mixing old school and new school.
Yeah.
And you follow the car, stuff. If you want to film yourself,
No.
and then
Like 80 milliseconds.
so that is our final checkpoint done and dusted. What was the name of that place? I can't even think of the name of it, but we stopped there, we had some food. We are both absolutely shattered after last night's antics. 4 o'clock by the time we got home, showered, but the car's performed really well today.
Matlock. We just left Matlock.
Matlock, that was it. That was where the last checkpoint was, Matlock. Really nice little place. Cars performed really well at Melbourne today. I did one really good pass, one not so good pass, and then we decided to get on the road just because of how much time we spent last night getting this thing back on the road, just so that we could even compete today. So we've got an hour and 45 minutes now left to get down to Santa Pod. We can set up the tent for the final time, and then it's the one I've really been looking forward to, the quarter mile tomorrow. That's going to suit this car a lot better than the 8th, but I've enjoyed the 8th mile more than what I was actually expecting. So all in all, so far, with our little detour to fix the clutch on this, we reckon We've topped up nearly 1,000 miles in the 205 over these last few days, and despite that issue with the clutch and the pulley, and maybe it just being a little bit uncomfortable now, we've been in these bucket seats for a long time, but she's done really, really well. Really, really pleased. Right, let's get down to pod.
Version 205 convertible. Please tell me that roof's been down on a couple of the days and then quickly put back up when the rain came. I'd love to see that mid-motorway journey with lads trying to get the roof back up again. Richard Ellis with the Peugeot 205. He's taking on Ian Roberts with the Chevrolet C10 pickup. Nielsen, 688 at 193 miles an hour. It is fair to say, ladies and gentlemen, we have a champ. We do. There is no coming back from that. Congratulations.
Under there.
No?
So the front half of that Transit is actually a 300C. So it's got a 5.7 heavy at the front.
Nice.
300C dash and seats.
So Carl has closed down. Coming up to the deep mile, we have 39 miles an hour.
So that's it, that is the end of Santa Pod Street Weekend. The good news is we finished it and we got a medal to say we'd finished it. The bad news is on the last run up the strip, which you'll see in this video, the bottom end started to knock on the 205. Not ideal, but you know what? We've had a great weekend regardless. And all that's going to make me do is bring this car back next year bigger and better. So I've had to ring Justine, unfortunately. She's on her way down here now with a trailer, bless her. So she's on her way down to rescue us. The car is still running and driving, but it doesn't sound the healthiest. So as soon as she gets here, we're going to load this on the trailer and we're going to get back. It's been a long weekend with a big adventure, so yeah. So that's it guys, that is Street Weekend 2026 over and done with. And you know what an experience. As much as I've had my ups and downs with the 205 over the last few days, it's still done really, really well. And what an experience. I'm already thinking about what I need to do to be competitive in this car next year. And I know it can be up there. After seeing the cars over the weekend, I know this car can get into the top 50. For this weekend, we finished 82nd out of nearly 200 cars. So you know what, to even be in the top 100, I'm happy with that because there were some really, really quick cars there. And this isn't a drag car, it's a track car that's just doing drag things. So I know what I need to do for next year. My biggest letdown, as good as the Nankang tyres are, they are a track tyre. They're not really a drag tyre. So I reckon with a set of drag radials on this thing for next year, that is going to get me up into the top 50. And that's what I'm aiming for. It's not even worth aiming for a top spot at Street Weekend. If I'm completely honest, I completely underestimated how fast some of those cars were going to be there. And, you know, the winning car, that was doing quarter mile in 6.3 seconds at 200 mile an hour. And even some of the cars after that, they were just so fast, so fast. But if I could get into the top 50, I would be really happy. And I know this old girl is capable of doing that with the right tyres and maybe just a little bit more power. yeah, so we need to do a rebuild. We need to do a rebuild or an engine refresh, one or the other. I haven't decided which, but this car is going to be back on the road in the next 2 weeks because I want to get an Alton Park track day booked. And yeah, so keep an eye out. This car is coming back, and it's coming back very soon. Right, I need to say a few thank yous. I need to say a massive thank you to my friend Lewis for his help over the weekend. Now, he borrowed me his ramp, and he also went, bless him, all the way up to Blackpool to pick up a clutch and then all the way back for me. Without him, I wouldn't have even finished this weekend. So, use of his ramp and him going to get the clutch for me is what got me through this weekend. So I cannot thank him enough. I really, really appreciate it. And his girlfriend, Melissa, for putting up with me, being in the back garden, changing the clutch on a car at 3 o'clock in the morning. Nankang Tyres, I want to say a massive thank you to them as well for once again helping me out with the front tyres for this car. They might not have been perfect for drag racing, but they still did a very, very good job when they were put under pressure. So I also want to say a big thank you to P&B Tyres because they, at really short notice, put my tyres on the front of this car for me. So really, really appreciate that. So yeah, we go again. Jess is wearing my really, really cool badge, which I got, Street Weekend Finisher. Now, as much as we had a few issues with the car, just to get that medal, just to finish the event, I'm happy with that. I can fix the car and we'll go again. But if I hadn't come away with that finishing medal, I would have been a little bit disappointed. So yeah, the old girl did good. Over the space of the weekend, including going down to Lewis's house to do the clutch on this thing. So we've done 4 different tracks over 4 different days and totted up over 1,000 miles. The old girl didn't do too bad, did she? So yeah, we'll fix her up and we'll go again. I cannot wait for next year. I think my biggest mistake this year was piling everything into this car and not thinking more about just putting a little trailer on the back. You see everybody carting trailers around on Street Weekend. Now I know why. It was probably the biggest pain. Was every track we got to was unloading the car, loading it back up again. If I had a little trailer on the back with all my stuff in and I just unhooked it and hooked it back on again, that would have been a game changer for me. So I know what I need to do for next year, and I'm already making preparation for getting it sorted, and I cannot wait. Check it out. If you haven't checked out, some people call it Street Eliminator. I call it Santa Pod Street Weekend 2026. Have a look. Have a look at the previous years. And if you're anything like me, you'll want to get on it. And trust me, after this weekend, it's well worth doing. Have a think about it. Right, I'm going to leave this one here, guys. As always, please like, subscribe, share my videos about, leave me a comment, and yeah, I really appreciate the watch, and I'll see you again soon.